Hey guys, what's going on? Eric Crain back with you for RotoGrinders and Global Poker. We're going to talk a little bit about some ring games here in just a second. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know, if you guys need more information about what's going on at Global Poker, check out the forum over on RotoGrinders. They're going to explain everything for you. We've got deposit bonuses, we've got tournaments, we've got sit and goes. We got everything going on Global Poker for those of you in 49 states. If you're in Washington, bad news, you can't play. But the other 49 states, come on, check out Legal Poker in the USA on Global Poker. It's definitely going to be worth your time. I want to talk a little bit about some ring games today. Now, ring games, it's pretty basic. You know, I've got 59.45 SCs in my account because I lost almost half an SC in a sit go. It's sad stories, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in a ring game right now. We're going to jump in a full ring game. You can see there's one seat open. I'm joining with my 50 sweeps coins, and you can see right here, we got a lot of different people here. We got somebody with 45, 72, 36, 50. So you see all kind of different stack sizes here. Now, this is the kind of poker game that you normally play at home with your friends, where you get in, everybody throws in, you know, everybody gets some chips, and everybody can say, all right, let's play some poker. This isn't a tournament. This isn't something that we have to play till everybody's bust. Though, if you bust everybody, you should feel pretty darn good about yourself. You can play whenever you want. You can get up whenever you want. If you win some SCs, bravo. If you don't win some SCs, that's all right too. But the important thing is to get in here, splash around a little bit, and have a good time. Now, when we're talking about ring games, one of the things I typically like to do in ring games more than tournaments is I'm going to play more hands, because when people are playing for the SCs, when they say, oh man, I could just, you know, move these SCs, I could redeem them for some cash or other prizes, I typically don't like to do, I don't want to lose a pot. So people can play a little bit too tight when you're talking ring games sometimes. So I like to do the opposite of what the other people are doing. I like to play a little bit looser. So we're going to kind of take a look at this. I'm going to play a few hands, walk you through the process. So you can see right here, I'm waiting on a hand. I'll get a hand the next time. But you can see right here, this guy raised, this guy re-raised, and this guy called. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this guy just calling doesn't have the biggest hand in the world, because, you know, he's saying, oh, God, I'm just going to call. We'll see what happens. And now it goes check, check. Come on, guys, get some aggression out there. I don't like this checking. When you're 3-betting pre-flop, you should typically be betting on the flop. Now, when this guy calls, he's either has one of three hands usually, either an ace, a king, or a flush draw. Maybe he has like a 6-8, but it's tough to imagine that this guy has 6-8 and he's calling before the flop. But you can see right here, he's betting 13.5 SCs. This guy has ace queen. He wins the pot, and this guy's saying, boy, I should not have played that weak hand from the big blind. That'll happen sometimes. Now, me, I have no problem playing some weak hands, especially if I can do it cheap. So you can see this guy raised to 2. He folds. He posted it. It's something you can do in a game. He calls. I'm going to go ahead and call with my suited 5 deuce. You can see right here, I hit a really, really big flop for my hand. Now, I am willing to stick my whole stack in. I've got a straight draw. I've got a flush draw. Now I'm going to go ahead and bet. You can see the pot is 6.5 SCs. I'm going to bet pretty strong here because I want to give hands like pocket 9s, pocket 8s a chance to fold. So I'm going to bet almost the full amount of the pot. This guy folds, this guy folds, and look, your boy wins with a pair of deuces over here. So that's, hey, look, I'm a cash game expert. You win a hand, you feel good. That's how it works over on Global Poker. So you can see right here, I've got a hand like King 10. These are the hands that people like more than I do normally. The problem with a hand like King 10 is that it doesn't play all that well after the flop. You know, if you flop a king, you have kicker problems. If you flop a 10, and there are a lot of people in, you have issues against ace 10, of course. You have issues against, you know, lower sets or higher pocket pairs. This is a problem hand. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to fold it, but what it does mean, see, now I'm going to fold it because there's a raise and a re-raise, so this is a pretty easy fold with King 10. And people are looking, well, it's 2 Broadway cards, and a Broadway card's any card ace through 10. Still, though, not exactly a great situation. Another reason it's not a great situation, you're out of position. In poker, anytime you can, you want to be in the latest position because that gives you a chance to see what everybody else has done during the hand. So you can see right here, I would have been out of position. I would have been awkward. It would have been an awkward spot. And you can see big bet and a call a couple times. That guy was calling with king high. That is not something I would recommend doing. King high is typically not a good hand anyways. When a guy like Jabril92 has bet big a couple times, you usually want to lay down the king high, as I'm going to be doing here. King deuce, that's trash. That's going right into the muck. We're going to play a full orbit here. You guys can kind of get a clue of how I'm playing these ring games. I'm awfully glad, by the way, that first hand when I got the 5 deuce suited, I didn't go broke, because this video would have been really short, right? I would have been sitting here looking around like, okay, well, now what do? I lost my 50 SCs. Well, I would have taken advantage of the Global Poker deposit bonus. That's what I would have done, because, again, deposit bonus, you throw $30 on there, you get 60 SCs and 300,000 gold coins. The gold coins can be used to play poker also, but it's the SCs that I like to try and build up, because the SCs, they can be redeemed for cash or other prizes. So again, you spend 30 bucks to get the gold coins, you get 30 SCs, and then you get an extra 30 SCs. So 60 SCs for spending 30 bucks. That's a heck of a deal, guys. You can do the math over there. You can kind of see right here, I've got pocket sixes, and this is a hand that in cash games I love, because people tend in cash games, you know, they flop top pair. They never want to get away with it. I'm going to go ahead and call with sixes. I could raise here, but I want to invite more people into the pot. So with the sixes, this guy raises, that guy re-raises to $6. Now, you're going to see right here, it's going to cost over 10% of my stack to call. And if this was a bigger game, I would probably fold. I'm probably supposed to fold here. But I want to do something for the people. I want to hit a 6 for the people. So we're going to mess around here and miss a 6. Now, this is not a terrible flop for me. If this guy doesn't have an overpair, if he has ace-king, I'm ahead. I'm going to call once. And if he barrels again, and by barrel I mean bets again, I'm probably just going to have to give it up. See, he bets 19 here, half my stack. I feel like I might be folding the best hand here. If this guy, if I fold and this guy shows ace-king or ace-queen, I'm going to feel like a big old dummy. But sometimes you just got to lay it down. So I'm going to fold. Don't show it. Don't show me a bluff. All right, he never showed. So I get to save face a little bit. And that's okay, because when we're playing a ring game, I can always reload. That's nice. That's one of my favorite things to do if I'm losing, because I say I got to get more chips into the table. So yeah, that's all right. You know, sometimes you lose the pot, and it's okay to lose the pot. You can see right here some different settings. You want the 4-color deck. This is something a lot of pros will use. I went off. I'm going to muck winning hand, muck losing hand. I'm taking those off, because if I lose a pot with a big hand, I want to show it. The Jack 3 suited. You know what? I won't feel like raising the Jack 3 suited. Let's see what happens. This table, I'm a little bit surprised. It's pretty aggressive for a small stakes table. You see a lot of raising and re-raising. You used to not see that at the small stakes table. That's what I'm saying. Back in my day, I don't want to be too much of an old fuddy-duddy, but back in my day, people just call and that would be it. You can see this guy who just spanked me. He goes in and call. He calls. Now, this is a flop where I flop a pair. I'm going to go ahead and throw out a bet. If I get raised, I'm 100% willing to fold, though. Obviously, second pair, not all that strong. I have a bad kicker. And there are a lot of straight and flush combinations out there. All right, you know, I'm going to show my cards so they know that I'm willing to raise with the old Jack 3. I've only got a few hands left before we're going to end this video. I really hope I get even, because otherwise there's going to be a video on the internet of me playing a little bit of poker and me not playing all that well, and then I'm losing SCs, and people are going to say, Crain, what the you-know-what are you doing? I'm going to say, that's all right. It's a ring game. You can always come back for more later. I've got the Queen 10 here. I'm raising because I'm feeling a little frisky. I'm recording this early in the morning, so feeling a little frisky. I want to get my day started off right. I want to get the blood flowing a little bit. You can see I picked up the blinds right there. So I'm down about 9 SCs. That's right. You know, sometimes when you're playing poker, you're going to lose. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I was really hoping to win for this video, but sometimes it doesn't always work out. And that's all right. We will get it done a little bit later. But yeah, guys, I'm raising the King 10 here. Let's see what happens. I'm almost, session's almost over. So I like to play a little bit loose at the end of the session. That is not a tip that I would give to most people, but again, feel like gambling a little bit. But yeah, guys, we're here checking out Global Poker. I'm going to show my card just because I feel frisky. Make sure you check out Global Poker, though. If you are new to the poker scene, if you're new to the global poker scene, check out the post in the RotoGrinders forum. They're going to have all the information. This is my last hand. I'm raising the 8-5 of clubs. We're gambling a little bit. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get lucky. But yeah, check out the post in the RotoGrinders forum. Watch some more of these videos. We've got some tutorials that'll kind of show you what to do as far as how, as far as playing sit and goes, playing ring games, playing tournaments, and yeah, good times all around here. Let's bluff at a pot. What do you say, kids? Let's bluff at a pot with 2 SCs on the king queen 4. I got nothing. Oh, there's one fold. Let's get the other fold. Oh, now I picked up a flush draw. Now I could bet again, but as we saw earlier with this guy, he's calling people down with king high. So chances are when you've got a guy like this, you don't want to be bluffing. Let's check it. Oh, no. Now I'm going to have to try and bluff. Oh, never mind. He bet for me. He might have saved me some money because if he checked, I was going to bet about 15 SCs. Well, I'm going to fold it. I'm going to end the hand right there, and I'm also going to end this video. But it's been a lot of fun, guys. I see it posted my blind. I'll play another orbit here after I get off air. But, yeah, guys, this is what we're talking about, ring games. You want to try and win those SCs. Don't do anything too crazy, but a little bit crazy. It can be a little bit or a lot of fun. Over on Global Poker, check them out. You got deposit bonuses. You got tournaments, ring games. You got everything going on. And again, legal in 49 states, everywhere except Washington. In the U.S., legal online poker, Global Poker. I'm Eric. Thanks for checking us out on RotoGrinders.com.